Being a believer is profitable, but just because you have become a believer does not mean, please listen carefully, that your Christian experience will be a perfect representation of God's intention. The same way a student gets admission into college or any school at all, any institution, just because the student has his admission letter, bona fide admission letter, does not make the person a doctor or an engineer or an architect. Are we together? Now the person is in school, the admission letter is there, valid in fact, but the moment the person is admitted, are we together, the transition in knowledge from one department, one faculty, one school of thought to the other, until the curriculum allotted to award that degree is exhausted by that person. This is how it is spiritually. So there are many believers who are saved, and the only reason why you believe they are saved was because you saw them when they were making the altar call. Else there is nothing captured in their faith walk that justifies that they actually encountered Christ. It ought not to be so. It is possible that you can be genuinely saved, but everything around your life speaks otherwise, to a point that people doubt your salvation and say, I'm not sure you have encountered the Christ. And the reason is because most believers sadly have been taught that all there is to the believer's experience is to get saved. And I have taught you here that that is only the initial step. That just because you have received the life of God does not mean you are manifesting the Christ or reflecting that life. In Galatians chapter 4 and verse 19, Paul the apostle was speaking to believers who were already saved. These were believers he was mentoring, and here's what he told them: my little children, he said, of whom I travail in birth again until Christ be formed in you. He's speaking to people who already received eternal life, and now he's talking about another reality, the formation of Christ. He's saying, I'm like a woman in labor, a woman who is about to give birth, and all the constraints. He's saying, this is how much I constrain myself with one desire, to see the Christ formed in you. That means something happens to a believer who is not led through the path that leads to the formation of Christ, as you'll be learning tonight. The quality of the believer eventually in his faith walk is not just dependent on the truthfulness of his new birth experience, but the degree